This must be the place where LaRoche got that fly trap he delivered to Platt World. This button controls feeding time for those mutant Venus flytraps. I wouldn't want to be in the same room with them while they eat. Those mutant Venus flytraps sure have a taste for flies. I guess that's why they're called flytraps. I don't want that welder to see me. What can I do to get those goggles? That welder turns his back on the goggles every time something comes down the conveyor belt. I wonder if I can get him to stay at the conveyor belt longer so I can get those goggles. Shh. I don't want that welder to see me. Here's where I keep my spy gadgets. I don't want him to see me, and by the look on his face, he doesn't want me to be seen. As long as that welder is looking over here, I won't be able to make it to that ladder before he sees me. I can't go over there while the guard is watching. That makes the conveyor belt go faster. I have the goggles. I don't need to adjust. I'll leave that the way it is. I don't need to adjust that anymore. I'm blinded by the light. I need something to shield my eyes. These clear goggles don't do anything to protect against that powerful light.
Hey, hands off those keys! Those keys are to all the exhibits at the fair. No one can touch them but me.
That's not going to do me. I believe these are yours, Cape's Cod.
My lucky goggles! I can't believe my eyes! Ugh, everything sure smells a lot different with these on.
You mean looks a lot different, don't you?
No, smells a lot different. Where'd you find these?
Sorry, they've been in my pocket for a while. Can I borrow your dark goggles, Caped Cod?
Heck, son, you can have them. I don't need them anymore. Best not to use them for flying out of a cannon, though.
Thanks, that's good to know. Excuse me, Mr. Cod.
I don't have time to sign autographs now, son.
What a great way to view the fair! The only thing that could complete this picture is a plate of pancakes. Pushing this button feeds the fly traps. Those fly traps open up so wide I can see their tonsils. Looking safe and being cool. A spy must always be prepared. The light is bright, but this spy is brighter. It's a room full of Venus flytraps. They're under a big bulb. I wonder what LaRoche is up to. There must be 1,000,000 flies in there. Those fly traps must really open wide when that jar opens to feed them. I've never seen so many flies before in my entire spy life. When that jar opens to feed those fly traps, they must really open wide. That looks like an empty feeding spot for a Venus flytrap. This must be the place where LaRoche got that flytrap he delivered to Platworld. So this is where that fiend LaRoche gets his fly traps from. LaRoche must get his fly traps from this place. Here's where I keep my spy. Mobile Command Center. Mobile.
Please stand by.
How's life, Spy Fox?
Well, I got the candy apple, but Agent Lenny gave me a code that's too small to... Stay. This must be the place where So this is where LaRoche must get his... That looks like an empty feeding... Stay.
Please stand by.
How's the mission going, Spy Fox?
I've gotten into the evil dog bot, but I don't have the off-switch activation code. Can you help me?
Thanks, but I just got over a cold.
Not cold, C-O-D-E code.
You don't know what you have until you look at what you've already got. Monkey Penny, out.
Monkey Penny's out, all right. That won't do me any good. That won't do me any good. The opening and closing of that door must be controlled by some sort of fingerprint recognition device. I wonder what would happen if... A picture of LaRoche. I'll bet if I want to get into that room, I'll have to find a way to get a copy of LaRoche's fingerprint. I wonder what would happen if I try this again. It's still not allowing my fingerprint. I'll just have to get a copy of LaRoche's somehow. Here's where I keep my... That's not going to... That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. Professor Quack, what does it mean when the ID machine does this?
I believe it means that the machine is broken.
It looks like that machine is permanently out of service. It's a good thing I was able to make my ID card before it broke. How does the spy key replicator cam work again, Professor Quack?
You take a picture of the key you want to replicate, then bake the picture of the key, which will shrink down and harden into an exact duplicate of the key you took the picture of. It can only hold one picture at a time, but you can take a picture over another picture. If you bake a picture into the wrong key, just insert the key back into the camera and it will turn back into key film.
Okay, so it's a camera that just takes pictures of keys?
Right! Don't worry, it's a point-and-shoot, easy-bake gadget.
Which key should I take a picture of? I wonder which key I should take a picture of. Key 5. That's not going to do me any good. The only thing standing in between me and the inside is a locked door. That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to... The door is locked. How does the spy key replicator cam work again, Professor Quack?
You take a picture of the key you want to replicate, then bake the picture of the key, which will shrink down and harden into an exact duplicate.
Go right in, Reginald.
Oh, gracious me. Oh, my, oh dear, oh.
Excuse me, what's the matter?
I don't have a single fork for Mr. LaRoche's dinner, and he gets so surly when he has to wait for his food.
Well, you know the old saying, surly to bed and surly to rise. Ah, that's LaRoche's dinner?
Yes, spit-roasted boot béarnaise.
Don't tell me. The sauce isn't...
Oh, yes, it is.
Ugh, I think I'm going to be sick.
Now, where are those forks?
Here's where I keep... Here you are. It so happens I carry a fork for just this kind of situation.
A fork? I've been looking all over for one.
I learned in boot camp it pays to have a fork at all times.
Thank you. I'd better get this spit-roasted boot béarnaise out to Napoleon the Roach before he starts acting like a heel.
It's only a matter of time now before I have LaRoche's prints.
Spit-roasted boot béarnaise, my favorite dish.
This boot was made for eating.
And that's just what I'll do.
Pretty soon that boot is going to be inside of you.
There it is. Now I'm almost ready to give LaRoche the boot. And I don't mean for dinner.
A little tough, but still good.
Someone's in the kitchen with Tina. Flip, flip, flip. Stir, stir, stir.
Here's where I keep my spy. That won't do me any good.
Someone's in the kitchen with Tina.
May I use your oven, please?
Sorry? Insurance regulations strictly prohibit the use of this oven by anyone other than a trained chef. You don't look anything like a chef.
Whenever I see a cool-looking oven like that, it just makes me want to bake something. Would you mind?
First of all, ovens are not cool. They're hot and can be quite dangerous if used incorrectly. I'm afraid that only a fully trained chef can operate this oven. Stir, stir, stir.
Jockey. Clown. Cashier. Tourist. Golf. Waitress. Wrestler. Waitress. It says France. Arena. France. I've got to be more careful about that red eye. That picture is worse than my spy license. I'll leave that to the recycling bin. Wrestler. Save.